AT&T, with your news. We don't like your attitude. AT&T, with your news.
Frank, we're all showing a demonstration here. We haven't had a contract with AT&T Mobility. It expires today. Plus, there's no contract with AT&T Core, and we're bargaining with DirectTV. AT&T has showed what corporate greed's about. What we got is a bunch of politicians saying they want to help the working class. They're not. What you've seen is brave individuals coming here, standing up for the working class, standing up for right, fair wages, fair benefits. It's not going to be given to you. Don't listen to any promises. You got to get out here and fight with the people and show them what it's all about. CWA, baby.
You don't get no peace. If we don't get no contract, you don't get no peace. If we don't get no contract, you don't get no peace.
Joaquin Medina. I'm a repairman.
What's happening here today?
Well, an informational picket against the money we're losing since we've been working without a contract for over a year, okay? And also for support for mobility. Mobility's contract is up today, matter of fact. So hopefully this gives the company some incentive to make a change.
What does the company want to take away from you guys?
My understanding, there's three main issues. Number one, health care is one of them. They want to make us pay for more health care. The second one is job security. And the third is there's a group that works for the company called Premise Tech. They got hired at a lower scale than what we make. They actually are an appendix to our contract, okay? We want these people to make what we make, okay?
Equal work for equal pay?
Exactly. Basically, that's what it comes down to. My understanding also is that they don't want to offer a pension to the Primtex, which is a big issue. You know, these people are our future, okay? I've been with the company for 26 years, okay? I've seen them go from little company to big company and bigger now, and for them to turn around and offer people half the wage that I make is like cruelty, okay? And I don't understand it. Very hard to understand.
What are you prepared to do to get your contract?
Whatever it takes, basically. I mean, you see a large group of us here picketing. I call it informational picketing, not picketing, okay? Letting the company know that we care.
Can they afford it?
This company makes billions and billions, okay? Every day that we go to work, we work hard for the company, make them much money, okay? And personally, because I'm going to retire soon, it's not all about me. It's about these people that are here. They're going to be here for a lot longer than me.
Deshaun James. Today's their expiration of their contract, and we're here to represent and let our members know we have their back.
And what are the issues for you, for a worker?
I'm a splicing tech out of Oakland. I'm first executive vice president of my local. And for us, it's outsourcing jobs. They're trying to give the Primtex more work for less pay. There's a bunch of issues, just your overall corporate greed at its finest.
And when they outsource, what are the conditions for these outsourced workers?
They have in Bogota, and they're giving those guys, like, I believe it's like $300 a month for work that a rep here in California would get like $30 an hour to do. You know, that's not fair.
So the profits are going to the company?
They're keeping the profits, and they're not willing to share with us, the workers. You know, the people who, with blood, sweat, and tears, are out here working, breaking our backs, and doing what we do to make this company profitable. They don't want to share with us. They won't give us a raise. They took away our team award years ago. It's just constant take, and a bully mentality, and, you know, we're fed up.
Is there a lot of workplace bullying going on?
Essentially, contract talks wise, yeah. The country's very bullish.
They say that, what, you just got to take it? That's the new world order?
That's their stance. That's the message they send, and, you know, for years it's been happening. It's like, it's enough, you know. You should take care of the people that take care of you. We, like I said, we put our blood, sweat, and tears into this. You know, making this company very profitable. They've made billions in profit.
Hi, Mark Batista, Executive Vice President, CWA Local 9404. You're located in Vallejo. We cover 7 counties, including Contra Costa and Solano. The core side has been without a contract now. We've been in negotiations for 11 months, and the mobility contract expires tonight. And we just want AT&T to realize, hey, that we matter as employees, we matter in our communities, and they can assist us by stop exploiting us with their greed, and share a little bit of it with us.
Well, it seems the companies get bigger and bigger, but they want more and more from the workers. Is that the common thing?
Most definitely, most definitely. That's why we're here today. And if we have a banner over here, I don't know if you've already gotten it, it says AT&T greed hurts customers and workers. You know, as you close and as you begin to monopolize again back to the Ma Bell days, what that's going to do is eventually it's going to run out every other competitor, and they're going to be left alone, be able to set prices and everything on their own.
And how does outsourcing affect your members and working people?
Oh, well, you know, you take jobs out of the community, now you have struggling families, you have struggling towns, you can have struggling cities. I mean, you see the gentrification in San Francisco itself, and it puts everybody as outliers. And so the more you see that outsourced, it's a ripple effect throughout the Bay Area and throughout California.
How is a worker making it in the Bay Area these days with the house prices and everything else?
It's very difficult, let me tell you, and that's why we're here. We're here not just as a union of CWA and AT&T workers, we're here for every middle class, every blue-collar worker here in the United States. We understand that the working man and working woman is under fire right now, and we're just here to take a stand to say if we unite as one, we can hopefully defeat this corporation.
Now, I think AT&T is supporting Trump. They think he's going to do good things. Are you concerned about Trump's agenda for labor and unions?
Very much so. We are concerned with his NLRB choices, which help, you know, govern unions and corporations. We're concerned with his employment picks, you know, at a national level, and a possible national right to work that might be coming down the pipe. There's several cases that are still up in the Supreme Court to be heard, and right now there's a tie, but we don't know what judge is going to be in place.
How would that affect your union as CWA?
We do feel that would be a severe blow to membership, et cetera, as far as collecting dues, as far as getting people, you know, free riders, so to speak. What we want to do is we want to try to maintain this for everybody.
And it seems like there needs to be more solidarity in the labor movement. A lot of unions everybody's doing their separate thing. What do you see about labor uniting really and starting to organize nationally?
Well, that's a unique question, because I myself have been doing this for about 8 or 9 years, and the light bulb has finally clicked, and I'm understanding the coalition building more. So we're trying to work with our CLCs. We're working with our partner local here in San Francisco, 9410. And we're trying to come together on several different fronts at several different occasions, whether it be a politician running for a low-level elective seat, or whether it be a politician in Sacramento or in Washington. Our biggest concern is to come together and unite all labor unions.
Now, the CWA is a union of 700,000 members. Do you have a streaming channel? Are you getting this message out nationally to all working people and all CWA members?
Yes, our national puts it out through Facebook, through media bursts, through media alerts, etc. I'm not affiliated with that in any way, so I'm not sure of the avenues that they take.
I think we should have a national labor channel in this country.
That would be a beautiful thing. KPFA nationally, let's do it.
The mobility store's contract expired as of 12 o'clock last night. Currently, AT&T has 3 bargaining tables open. The core contract is the people that are doing services to your home. We have DirectTV, who they just acquired, and now it's mobility. The company's not meeting at the table, and they're not coming out and trying to bargain a fair contract with us. That's why we're out here. DirectTV had a strike in Sacramento recently. What was that about? That issue was about somebody that was terminated, and they felt like he was terminated unjustly. They don't have a grievance process, so for them, that was the way that they let the company know that it was unfair and it was unjust. Our members lost pay on walking out and putting on a strike, and they did it because they believed in the issue. The member was not treated fairly, so our members across CWA, we will stand up and we'll face the company, and we'll have pickets, and we'll have informational rallies, and we'll have stuff like today to make sure that the people know that what's happening with the company is they're not even sitting down to bargain with us, and that's a problem.
You think they'd like to have a union-free environment in this country?
I can't speak for them. I'll just tell you this. We're going to fight like hell to keep our union and other unions active and running in this country, because we all know that the idea is everybody work to the bottom, work without a union, get less pay, less health care coverage, and the corporate greed will just get you off the chart. So I'll tell you, for CWA, we're going to fight in the street if that ever comes our way, and we will.
This outsourcing, how is that affecting your members?
Well, here's the deal. Outsourcing, when you can take a phone call for customer services, can be done anywhere. We're continuing to fight with the company to have them bring back jobs, like people that go out there and do the receiving calls for whether it's Kazata services or they need to get in touch with somebody to deal with a bill through mobility. We want our call centers back in the United States where they should be.
And what can people do who want to support you?
And what people can do is please just get in touch with the labor councils, get in contact with our local and the locals in your area. And CWA, we have them in most cities. You'll find them there. If you're Sacramento, the Bay Area, Santa Cruz, Monterey, all over. And what we want to do is we want to get some information out to all the politicians that represent them to get their help to bring the company to the table.
They want to deregulate Trump. How will that affect you and the other telephone workers?
They want to deregulate
the economy. No more regulations, no more.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to focus on our fight right now. It's kind of strange because for me, it's like this. When the companies are being watched through the PUC and everything else, there's a watchdog to make sure that things are going to be done correctly. And if they're not, then we have a recall and going through the PUC to make sure they put pressure on the company.
No, I'm President, CWA Local 9423.
And you're from San Jose? What are the problems for your members? It seems like house prices, just survival for your members. And what's going on?
Living here in the Bay Area is definitely expensive. It's a different situation than a lot of places in the country.
And what are the issues for this contract fight?
Currently with this contract, it has to do with the two-tier system. It has to do, of course, always with health care, shifting a cost, and, of course, with pensions.
What does the company want?
Take-backs, and take-backs. It's always about take-backs. It's about shifting the cost onto the employee. We're an extremely profitable company, and there's no reason that the employees that made this country as strong as what it is should be burden all the weight of the company as far as increasing their profit margins.
How does outsourcing affect your members?
It affects it hugely, and it also affects the consumers. When you outsource stuff, you're not getting the same quality union labor that's assisting you through the outsourcing, whether it be through a call center or any of the services that we offer.
What are the conditions of these workers who are outsourced?
I can't speak completely about the conditions of the outsourced jobs, but I know they're definitely not union jobs, and that's one of the huge things. A lot of times they'll outsource these jobs, then they'll bring them back into non-union labor to contract companies, so that's a big issue also.
And they say that, are they making enough money to pay for what you're asking for?
They definitely are. They turned in record profits again, and it seems to be a running thing for AT&T. Every quarter it's record profits, record payouts to the shareholders.
Now, you think Trump is going to side with AT&T if you go on strike?
What do you all think?
AT&T likes deregulation, likes what Trump's talking.
I would say so. Yeah, they've been for deregulation a lot of times. If you're familiar with the Public Utilities Commission, recently there was a ruling in the Public Utilities Commission about the quality standards as far as the time it takes to restore customers. That's something we've been fighting as a union for years, looking out for the consumer, trying to get those standards a lot more strict, and AT&T has been fighting the whole way to make sure those standards don't get increased and enforced.
Mike Francois, lineman for the OPT, as they call us now, for AT&T.
And what are the issues you're concerned about in this contract negotiation?
Medical, benefits, all-around benefits, working conditions.
What are they trying to do? What's the company want?
To cut our benefits. They don't want to insure our children. They want to increase benefits, give us little wages, but it doesn't work out because they give you a raise, but it's been taken away with increased medical costs. So everybody that was clapping for a wage finally looked at their check and they said, now they're in a higher tax bracket, and plus they're taking it when you're going for your co-payments and your dental bill. It all disappeared. What we gained, we lost.
And how is it difficult surviving in the Bay Area right now with the cost of living?
Cost of living changes all the time. There's so many people, I guess they call them millenniums now. They're coming here and they're paying those exorbitant prices for rent, which is pricing a lot of people out. They're causing gentrification, really. And it's like me here, you know, and it's getting harder to survive. Everything's going up. Everything from a simple Burger King hamburger all the way up to walking to the movies. Everything is doubled in price.
Are you optimistic you're going to get a contract, a good contract?
I'm optimistic we'll get a contract. If they don't want to settle, they should just renew what we had last year, and we'll go with that and then come back again. Otherwise, I'm sure we'll get a contract, but we got to stop giving in. AT&T, as far as I'm concerned, AT&T jumped on the bandwagon with the other companies. You know, well, we can cut budget, we can cut here, we can cut here. Other companies did it, and that's what they're doing. And they come in by patching, by hiring a lot of term workers, 3 to 5 years. And they do let them go sometime without warning. In fact, the group was working with me were let go in the month of December, right before Christmas and New Year's, without any warning. But that's what the contract said, without any warning, anytime. They came in on Monday morning and said, your last day be on Friday. And now, if that's cold. And AT&T was number 1 on the stock market. Now it's been bumped down by Facebook. But Facebook won't stay up there long. But if they're number 2, that tells you how much money they're making. They're number 2. AT&T is doing fine. We work hard for this company. All of us work hard. And we like what we do. We like taking care of the customer. And I think AT&T should go back the way Pacific Bell was and stop giving these orders like they give in Texas. You know, we used to take care of the customer. Customer first, customer service. Take care of the customer. But now it seems like it's hard to take care of the customer. If it's not on the print, don't do it. You know, if it's going to take more time and you don't have the time on your work order, don't do it. They just have to wait. You know, I can't even fix phones out on if I'm out there working on telephones because we have a disaster and their name is not on the list and they ask me for help, I'm really not allowed to help. I tell them to call in. How insulting is that to tell them to call in when they say their phone is out? I've had to do that. That's not right. It used to be you call it to your boss say, okay, I'll find somebody, or you can go back on it, or see if you can fix it real fast for them. If not, I'll get them on the list for the following day. That doesn't happen anymore. Customer is last.
Scott Searby. We're here to protest AT&T not negotiating with us correctly on our contract. We've been suffering for a long time. They're trying to take away our benefits, trying to take away our sick time. They already make it impossible for us to actually get sick working in a retail environment. We're trying to fix that.
Isn't that illegal? Don't you have a right to sick time?
We do have a right to sick time, and that's the biggest problem I have with it. The way the current attendance policy works, it's almost impossible to actually use our bargain for sick time, and now they're trying to take more of it away from us.
And this is a very wealthy corporation. What kind of profits are they making?
They have been posting record profits quarter after quarter, and they send it to our emails every quarter almost to rub it in. And now they're saying they don't have enough money to keep stores open, they don't have enough money to raise our wages, they're trying to take away pension from new hires. It's not fair.
How many employees are we talking about?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question myself. I'm sorry, I'd have to get a union president.
And it seems like these companies, the bigger they get, the pinchier they get as far as money for the workers.
I know. It seems like they're trying to outsource all of our jobs to what are called authorized retailers, separate outside companies that sell our products but don't have the training, don't have the experience, and don't have the oversight. So they're trying to get rid of their best employees, the people they pay for, the people who work the hardest for them and with them the longest, and just send them to other lower-paying non-union jobs.
And these other companies, some of these other mobile companies, they're non-union. What are the conditions for in those places?
You know, they have a lot higher sales pressures, and they're actually, you know, in my experience, encouraged to skip steps. When things go wrong, they end up sending them over to what are called corporate stores for us to fix the problems that they've created. So they'll sell them the phone, they'll sell them the services. Oh yeah, you need to transfer your contacts. Oh, your phone's not starting up correctly. Go over to that store for the union reps while we get the commission.
So it's outsourcing of work and.
Absolutely, it's all outsourcing. Outsourcing doesn't necessarily have to be overseas; it can be right here on our shores as well.
And this idea that they can make more profits, what is that? How does that affect workers in this country?
I'm sorry.
How does that affect workers in this country when they outsource good union jobs?
It lowers the wages and the benefits of everyone involved. They're getting people who are not getting not getting the benefits, or not getting the fair pay that they deserve, and they're lowering the cost the benefit.
Or right here?
Yeah, they're lowering the benefits of everyone.
How long have you worked for AT&T Mobility?
I worked for AT&T for 9.5 years, and Mobility the entire time. I've been a sales consultant, I've been a finance representative and was laid off, and now I'm a sales support representative.
The conditions that you're asking for, what would it mean for them? Would it cost a lot of money, or why are they taking such a hard line? It doesn't sound like you're asking for a lot, really.
Well, they've already made us pay more for our health insurance. So they're already saving money over what they had on the last contract. Clearly the last contract was much more in their benefit because they keep making more and more and more profits. All we're asking is for the same that we have now and a little bit more. We want to have a better sick time policy. That wouldn't cost them anything. We want to have the same pension and the same benefits that we have and more pay, bring us back up to the level that we were 4 years ago. They can afford it.
Okay, thank you. You're going to march today or what are you going to be doing today?
I'm going to be here with my brothers and sisters, holding up signs, chanting, take some pictures myself. I'm happy to be here with all my brothers and sisters supporting me and supporting them.
What do we want? Contract! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Contract! What do we want? Now! We are cordially joined today by our Vice President Tom Runyon. I would like to give him a few minutes on the mic. Let me hear a round of applause for Vice President Tom Runyon. I want to thank everyone for showing up today. We're in this fight. We're in it together. We are one. DTV, we're in it for you. Mobility, we're in it for you. CWA Core, we're in it for you. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we deserve? What do we deserve? Who are we? CWA. Who are we? CWA. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. Opportunity to introduce Tim Paulson. He's the Secretary of the Central Labor Council of San Francisco, and we're very proud to be here with him. Woo! Great, thank you, Vice President Runyon. Are you ready to fight? Yeah! Are you ready to fight? Yeah! Are you ready to fight? Yeah! All right, well, today is a beautiful day for Wall Street and AT&T. And I think it's time it should be a beautiful day for CWA workers at AT&T. Do you agree with me? Yeah! So throughout the United States, labor councils and CWA locals are all spread out, and we've got our eyes on AT&T because today is the day, I believe, that the contract expires. And we are going to be monitoring. There's 150 unions in the San Francisco Labor Council, of which the CWA local we're very proud of. And we are going to continue to monitor these negotiations, and we are going to give you whatever support that you need, nationally, statewide, and locally, to get the contract that you deserve. During this horrible time of a new Trump age, where they're going after all workers, this is the type of fight that's going to get us on the street on a Saturday in the middle of San Francisco and New York and Chicago and everywhere else to fight for workers' rights. Are you going to be with us? Yeah! Are you ready to fight? Yeah! Are you ready to fight? Yeah!
Informational picketing, no contract negotiations.
My name is Ruben Medina. I'm a CWA member out of Local 9410 in San Francisco, California. Today we're informing the public of corporate greed that exists at AT&T. Starts with AT&T and ends in Wall Street. When you have a CEO like Randall Stephenson making in excess of $11,000 an hour, you break that down after all his compensation of all his benefits, and bonuses, stock options. That's what it breaks down to. And when you have people in here asking for a raise who make a little bit more than $16 an hour, and the company says, no, we can't do that, and by the way, we want to cut your health benefits as well, that's corporate greed at its finest.
How difficult is it for your members surviving right now in San Francisco and the Bay Area with house prices and everything else?
We have a lot of members who don't even live in San Francisco. They can't, at $16 an hour, you can't afford anything. You have to move out of the city in order to find a place, and at that, you're probably going to have to share an apartment or a home, if you're lucky to find one, with other people and commute into the city.
Is this corporate greed?
It's corporate greed at the finest. I mean, this is what, 2017, and places like San Francisco, Los Angeles are one of the highest places in the nation for rent. And when they say, sorry, we can't give you 50 cents an hour for a raise, that's the epitome of corporate greed.
And what kind of profit is the company making?
Kind of profit? I think last year AT&T made in excess of $14 billion in the last fourth quarter. So they're not hurting, and all they want to do is squeeze the little guys, the people in like the store who sell all the products, and people who also go to and interact with customers daily. They're the ones at the front line. They're at the bottom. They're the ones making all the profit for AT&T, and all the people down at the bottom want is a little piece of the pie.
Now, they've outsourced jobs in San Francisco. There used to be a lot more jobs of AT&T. What's happened to your members here in San Francisco?
The membership in San Francisco, out of many years, has just diminishing. We have call centers that they've opened up in the Philippines, Tier 1, Tier 2 supports, moved call centers to Canada. They moved call centers to Mexico.
Are they union, these places with outsourcing?
Absolutely not. They're not union. Those people are just, lucky if they get $20 a day in some of these areas, like in the Philippines, and they're happy about that. And it's unfortunately that AT&T will do whatever it takes to make a buck. Or, once again, is that corporate greed.
It seems like this outsourcing of America. That's why so many people are angry in this country about what's happening here.
Absolutely, and the people of the United States has spoken with the new president of Donald Trump, stating that he wants to bring jobs back in America. And I surely hope that he delivers to the people of this great country to bring those jobs back. Not only here at AT&T, but other corporations, other call centers, other manufacturing jobs as well.
And if they go on strike, what are you going to be doing to support the strike?
What am I going to be doing if I go on strike? Whatever it takes. I got a family of 5, and luckily my wife has a part-time job right now that pays our utility bills and our food bills. But whatever it takes, I got to find something to do. But I will be on this line for as long as it takes in order for us to get what we want and what we deserve.
What do we want? Contract! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Contract! When do we want it? Now! Contract! Now! Contract! Now! Thank God! Now we've been at this a long time. Our mobility brothers and sisters, their contract expired. We need to show them just as much love and support as we've shown ourselves over the course of the last 11 months. Are you ready to do that? Yeah! I can't hear you. Are you ready to fight? Yeah! Let's keep this shit going. Yeah! Next up, I got my brother Keith Gibbs from 9412.
Okay, G. Tell what's up. What's up? What's up, man?
Hey, everybody, this is what union is all about. We got locals from all over Northern California showing support. Showing support for everybody out here. Listen, this fight is not just about AT&T's greed. If you look around, we have our family members here. It's about our families. We need to make sure that this company protects our families on our health care, our wages, and our living conditions. It is a must and it is imperative that we keep fighting. If we don't get no justice, you don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, you don't get no peace. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now.
My name is DeCoven Rim, the local president for CWA 9415.
And what are the issues that your members face, and why are you out here today?
Well, we're out here for several issues. One of the issues is the expiration of the contract for AT&T Mobility. One of the other issues is the fact that we've been without a contract in the core AT&T, which is the SBC AT&T. Also, our DirectTV unit, who we've organized, we have not really started serious bargaining for that work group.
DirectTV, are they fighting the union there? Are they fighting against the contract?
There is no contract for DirectTV. So
what does that mean for the DirectTV workers?
Well, until they have a contract, there's no real set work rules for them. That being said, if there's no set work rules, there's nothing you can really grieve because there are no boundaries on what can and can't be done.
The company has a free hand, pretty much?
There's nothing that's precedenting there. If things go to the Department of Labor, then things change based on that. But other than those rulings that are already there, there's no set guidelines.
What do you think Trump is going to be for labor in this country?
Well, it depends on what side of labor you're referring to. If you're referring to having a job, he might be good for that because they're going to go for the lowest common denominator. Those people who necessarily don't care that they're making a lot of money, but just having a job. So it'll probably be great for low-wage jobs, but for actual living wages and jobs that actually change lives, probably won't be great for that because it's not great for business.
You're in Oakland, Alameda County, gentrification, house prices. How are your members being affected by the explosion of housing prices and cost of living in the Bay Area?
Well, it's a side effect of, I guess, success. I don't know that our members are necessarily affected as much as the public as a whole because we make a union wage.
What is a union wage?
It's a living wage. It allows you to...
What's a living wage in the Bay Area?
You mean, excuse me, actual dollars? It would vary. If you're here in San Francisco, I think a living wage would at least be a minimal of $1,000 a week just to live.
Are your members making that?
I believe that a lot of our members are making a lot less than that. I know that we have some members that are term employees that are making less than $15 an hour. And those are pretty much at-will employees. Those employees they have all the same rights, none of the protections of the job, and they make a lot less.
So are you fighting for equality of work and pay? If they do the same work, they get the same pay?
Well, that's always a fight that we have. That's the whole purpose of a contract because the work is described within a job description. So it doesn't matter who's in that description, the wages are already set. So yeah, we always fight for that.